I'm from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Ken Godler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Watraki, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in National Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate and this is FBC News. Tonight, Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama wants answers over escalating crime rate. MP Sotikoda faces suspension from Parliament as Privileges Committee deliberates. And Lands Minister assures royalties from mineral extractions are safe. Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama is concerned with the spate of violent crime headlining the news in recent weeks. He's now called for an urgent meeting with the Commissioner of Police to find out how law enforcement is dealing with these assaults. Maggie Boyle with this exclusive story.
Last week, a family of 4 was brutally attacked when a group of young men carjacked their vehicle in Latoka. In Suva, home invasions and alleged assaults by a knife-wielding prisoner on the run are headline news. It's violent incidents like these that have the PM fuming.
It is a serious concern.
Bainimarama says he wants a fast answer on how police are dealing with the situation.
That is certainly a worry. I'll be talking to the police commissioner. I think he's just arrived. He was in Korea last I heard, and I need to talk to him about the crime that has been reported in the papers in the last couple of days.
Violent home invasions, daring robberies and heartless assaults. Just some of the terms to describe recent criminal activities. Thanks to Facebook, more and more people are reporting these cases on an almost daily basis. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
The Parliamentary Privileges Committee is tonight continuing deliberations on the possible suspension of MP Iso Tikoda for comments made in the House. Tikoda was seen leaving the committee meeting in Parliament in the last hour, and Rachel Nath reports closed-door proceedings are still underway.
Iso Tikoda is in the hot seat for comments made during the last parliamentary meeting. Today, he was apologetic.
Madam Speaker, if at any time that I have heard members of Parliament and the people of Fiji, members of this August House, during my recent speech, or even to all the speeches and remarks that I've made in the past, I beg humbly to apologize to all and request of all your forgiveness, please.
The Privileges Committee yesterday spent hours behind doors going over the issue.
So it's a little after 7 p.m. and we're currently at Parliament, and behind me is one of the committee rooms where the Privileges Committee is currently in discussions. While we don't know the exact nature of the meeting, they have been in discussion since 3 p.m. But for tonight, we don't know how long these discussions will go for, but we expect it to continue for some time.
I didn't chair it. Okay. At the last minute, I was told that the Deputy Speaker.
We will be finishing on deliberation today after this session of Parliament.
Okay. We're still, the committee is still on. We will have another meeting this afternoon.
So what exactly did Tikoda say that got him into trouble?
Certain elite groups in Fiji, being the minority group, however, assuming critical chairmanship and CEO leadership positions in Fiji. The concentration of economic power seems to be with a few elite. There is animosity growing within our various Fijian groups, questioning why this elite group is being advanced over others. It is only one man that we need to isolate as the real dictator.
Members of Parliament were reluctant to comment today.
I'm not in the Privileges Committee.
The Privileges Committee met on this last
No comment.
No comments at the moment. No comments at the moment.
You'll have to wait till they come out with the report. So I'm not part of it. So.
The Parliamentary Privilege Committee will have to wrap up their deliberations today and present a report to Parliament by tomorrow or Friday. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
Lands Minister Fayaz Koya has assured landowners that royalties for mineral extractions are safe. Opposition MP Josefa Dulakiverata earlier said the government isn't paying royalties.
Lands and Mineral Resources Minister Fayaz Koya has informed Parliament the government, through the Mineral Development Committee, is formulating laws to identify the process of royalty payments.
The landowners of Naval village in Bua are still awaiting the payment of their fair share of royalty after approximately 2 years after the land had been mined.
All royalties, Madam Speaker, are in a trust fund. And once the committee has completed consultations and the laws are finalized, all monies will be fairly distributed to landowners, Madam Speaker.
The Mineral Development Committee consists of the Ministry of Lands and Mineral Resources, the Ministry of Itoke Affairs Board, the TLTB, and the Ministry of Economy. Koya also hit out at opposition members for spreading misinformation about the work of the government.
Honorable Biman Prasad and Honorable Vilyami Gavoka have both misinformed, disingenuous comments to the media regarding Fiji's trade with PNG. Without bothering to confirm any information with my ministry, these honorable members both decided that Fiji's interests were not their own.
The minister went on to say that when opposition members make such ill-informed statements on trade issues affecting the people, Fiji's international reputation suffers. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
The naval vessel RFNS Kiro may be left on the Dakauyawa Reef where it ran aground close to 4 months ago. Numerous attempts to salvage the Navy patrol boat have been unsuccessful, with the vessel slowly sinking. Prime Minister Vurenge Bainimarama has recommended that any salvaging of the RFNS Kiro be abandoned.
I've told the commander of the military and also commander of the Navy to have a look at it. We may be wasting a lot of resources and time trying to get it float again, because the way it's sitting now, I think it's beyond that.
Defence Minister Ratu Enoke Kumbombola says he's been briefed but has requested more information. Worshippers at a small community temple in Wailanau Sori are pleading for help after numerous break-ins and robberies. Kelly Vadala reports the temple has been targeted and no arrests have been made.
Missing or broken louver blades, damaged window grills and a gaping hole in the roof, all caused by people breaking into the Shri Sanatan Dharam Ramayan Mandali temple.
Our temple is not safe. We can't pray here. We have complained to the police for about 5-6 times. So nothing has been happened till now. Starts last year, but within 6 months it's totally 9. We know.
This Ramayan Mandali temple has been broken into 9 times since last year. The temple's trustee Ajay Prakash says $3,000 worth of items have been damaged and stolen. Those involved have even burnt holy books and damaged religious idols. Police have received all reports but is having a hard time tracking down the culprits.
Been a number of break-ins at the temple. So far no arrests have been made. All efforts are being put into trying to locate and identify those responsible.
The Waila community in the meantime is picking up the pieces and continues to pray at the temple, praying that there are no more break-ins. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Still to come on FBC News, local government minister Parvin Bala attacks National Federation Party. A new British High Commissioner to Fiji takes up office. Stay with us.
Wani laki-laki lo menikoro. Tau vinakavio na va ama Bula FM. Niron tau vinkarabio ben hilo po viroro ozo. Na Bula FM number 2 na share.
Iyo Bula vina tangu peli untuk taliten na parang Bula FM na bu.
Number 2 tinangan ng Bula FM na usuri. Bula FM number 2 na share.
Bula siya kuni va ulambasa na ko Parliamentary Bula FM number 2 na share. Talita itu ngai lemas.
Bula FM number 2 and share.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Minister for Local Government and Transport Pravin Bala has criticised the National Federation Party continuously boycotting Parliament. Bala says the NFP move is laughable. Ali Kimbia has more.
The Transport Minister pulled no punches, saying the National Federation Party has made a joke of itself. He said what happens inside Parliament matters more than pocket meetings.
The actions of the NFP and its leadership shows only its sad demise from its once great leadership and membership.
Bala says the NFP's behavior is unworthy of a political party. NFP leader Professor Biman Prasad has brushed off the criticism, saying the party will maintain its values and principles.
Throughout his political career, it was the NFP which provided him with the political tutelage. And is a product of the National Federation Party, and therefore it's completely ironical that having betrayed the party and moving out of the party, he now chooses to attack the party.
However, Bala says the NFP should learn from the Fiji First government in walking the talk and delivering for the people of Fiji. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Meanwhile, Local Government and Transport Minister Pravin Kumar Bala was told to withdraw a comment directed at opposition MPs. Bala said he does not understand why some of the opposition members decided to praise former NFP leader Jairam Reddy in Parliament. An opposition MP, Prem Singh, then raised a point of order.
Madam Speaker, people who not so long ago backstabbed this man. Hang on, you listen. Have they forgotten the times when they referred in negative terms to Reddy as captain and Bavandra the boat?
Unparliamentary, Madam Speaker. It is imputing improper motives and creating ill will in Parliament.
Bala was then told by Speaker Dr. Chico Loveni to withdraw his comments, and he did so. There are no guarantees that MWH staff will be hired by the Fiji Roads Authority when their contracts end in the coming weeks. FBC News understands that come October 26th, 120 locals employed by MWH will be made redundant. Roland Koroy reports.
It was bound to happen. 120 local staff of MWH would have been redundant at year's end, and while many services will be insourced, the FRA is not making any promises to MWH staff facing unemployment.
I could not and will not guarantee them a job, that any application for employment will be a merit competency based.
However, given their level of expertise, some stand a high chance.
FRA has assured my ministry that they hope to provide employment to a large number of suitable, qualified and relevant former MWH workers.
They're capable, they're competent, they're experienced, that there's no reason why they shouldn't compete very strongly for those roles.
When contacted, MWH employees said they had been advised against speaking to the media. From the information at hand, it's clear that the future of more than 100 locals is uncertain. MWH Managing Director, Fiji, Australia and New Zealand, Mark Bruzoni, has not answered our questions directly, referring instead to a general statement saying that they and the Fiji Roads Authority hold different perspectives in the lead-up to the contract termination. Roland Koroy, FBC News.
The newest Member of Parliament, Howard Politini, was officially sworn in today. The Fiji First candidate takes over the seat left vacant by the former Defence Minister Timothy Natuva. Politini is scheduled to make his maiden speech to the House on Friday. For now, he's learning all he can about how things work.
First of all, I'm honoured to serve my country at parliamentary level. And I think the way forward now is just basically just learning how all the process goes about, again at parliamentary level.
2 weeks in, and British High Commissioner to Fiji, Melanie Hopkins, is adjusting well to her new environment. Hopkins presented her credentials to the President early this month. Shireen Shivan caught up with her this morning.
New British High Commissioner to Fiji, Melanie Hopkins, says she is serving one of the best countries in the world.
Fiji has increased its number of diplomatic and international partnerships over recent years, but there really are few countries that enjoy the special relationship that the UK has with Fiji.
Hopkins' first priority, though, is to help Fijians recover from tropical cyclone Winston.
There are a range of UK charities and organisations that have donated to the relief effort. There are a number of containers that were brought in with materials for the outer islands that are being distributed through different organisations, and there is a really strong people-to-people link there as well.
The new High Commissioner also says United Kingdom has a lot to offer to people who have the talent and expertise to become leaders. She is urging such people to apply for the Shivning program to enhance their skills in various institutions. Hopkins will serve a 3-year term. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
An 8-month-old child died in a tragic accident in Raki yesterday morning. The victim was travelling in a vehicle driven by his 28-year-old uncle when he is believed to have fallen out of the rear right door. The incident occurred at the Dolasi Junction in Raki. And we now turn to sports. Here's Jamie with the latest.
Nakateki and good evening in sports tonight. FRU tight-lipped on Sevens coach applicants. And Suva preparation on target for IDC. This and more after the break.
मैं जुगेन नंबिलो तालिब से रेडियो फीजी 2 24 घंटे मेरे साथ रहता है।
हम मंगेरी ताउका के ललेश है। हमारे दिल में और दिमाग में खाली रेडियो फीजी 2 है और सभी भाइयों से आग्रह करते हैं कि रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनना चाहिए।
मेरा नाम अभिनेश है, मैं निंदी का रहने वाला हूँ। मैं सभी समय रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता हूँ क्योंकि उसमें आईना प्रोग्राम रहता है।
हाय, मैं उमेश नसासा नाबुआ से मैं जब
The Fiji Rugby Union hopes to name its Sevens head coach soon after the vacancy closes this Friday. The women's Sevens coach vacancy will also close on Friday. The Vodafone Fiji Residents Rugby League side lost 24-18 to the NRL-affiliated states in Suva last night. It was an entertaining affair with both sides opting to play a running game. Rohit Deo with the story.
The visitors started on a high with this try and looked sharp in attack throughout the match. Fiji Residents captain Saimoni Loma was disappointed with the loss.
Just a lot of individual mistakes, out of character mistakes. I think also the conditions as well. Very humid and there are a lot of drop balls under the high ball as well. And yeah, we let the game go away.
Loma says his team will come out stronger in the second match.
We've got a few days to work out a few of our issues, but I think we've definitely got what it takes to come out in the second game.
NRL-affiliated States co-captain Leon Rotuma says the win didn't come easy.
Very tough game, and that's what we expected. Boys put in a really great effort. It was a real tough grind out there. The Fijian fellas, really showed us what they had, all that natural talent. But luckily for us, we stuck in there and grinded out a good win.
Rotuma says it felt good for him personally, playing in front of his own people.
Like I said earlier, I'm so pumped to get over here. As I said, my great-grandfather's from Rotuma, so it was good to come out here and play against the brothers.
The next match is at Singatoka's Lawanga Park at 6 p.m. this Friday. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Fiji Netball Under-21 side has qualified for the World Youth Championships in Botswana next year after playing 4 games in the Oceanic Qualifiers in Auckland. The Vicky Wilson coach side beat Cook Islands 46-32 this morning. In its matches played earlier, Fiji defeated arch-rival Samoa 47-33 in round 2, then went on to beat New Zealand's Netball Northern 49-41. Meanwhile, in its final pool game, which ended a few minutes ago, Fiji beat PNG 56-33 and remained the only unbeaten team in the tournament so far. The Super Football team will be using its Vodafone Premier League match against Lambasa on Saturday as a build-up for the court's Inter-District Championships. The Whites are aiming for a convincing win, so it enters next week's IDC on a high note. Rohit Deo reports.
The Suva side may have lost 2 key players in the current transfer window, but preparations for this week is going on well.
We got another league game, last league game for the first round. And Lambasa is also in a pool, so that will be a good test.
The loss against Bar last week was Suva's first in this season's league. The capital city side is aware that a win against Lambasa this Saturday will see them finish round 1 on top.
Yes, it's an important game for us. Last week we had 2 tough games. And we drew and lost 1 game. So we'll try to make up that and try to win this week to top the pool.
Meanwhile, Tomasi Tuizakau, who was reported to have joined Nandronga, has decided to stick with the Whites.
Actually, I was in Nandronga. I was working there in Nandronga, and so my boss said it's better for me to play in Nandronga and work there. It's easy for me, but I made up my mind that I'll come back to Super, just finish this year and the league games that still left. And yeah, I'll play for the Super this IDC.
Suva takes on Lambasa at 4 p.m. at Nosori's Ratu the Kambau Park on Saturday. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Golfers competing in the Fiji International are expected to start arriving in the country from Sunday. Fiji International event manager Harmony Thomas says organizers and the Natandolo Bay Golf Course are ready for events beginning Monday.
It's a full week of activities. We have on Monday and Tuesday is the practice round. On Wednesday is the Pro-Am. Thursday through to Sunday, we obviously have the actual tournament going on.
7 special schools from around Fiji gathered at Prince Charles Park in Nandi for the annual Western Special School Games. The 2-day event began this afternoon with the Kachi Games for the little ones and a separate program for older children. Ellen Stolz has more.
Sponsors and organizers hope this event will not only bring together special needs students, but also promote inclusiveness.
It is very important that we involve them. Last year they had some special kids from who participated in the Special Olympic Games and then did well for the country. So I think it is important to get all the special schools involved.
This team from Raki Raki is competing for the 5th year in a row and loving every minute of it.
Very, very challenging because we're dealing with different ability groups, different learning ability groups, and to try to mold them to become a good sportsmanship, it's really very big challenge.
Chief guest, Sevens gold medalist Chasa Veramalua had words of encouragement for the students.
It's a battle that are fighting in life. Most of them they are disabled. I know that they have a talent that God has blessed them. My message to them, anything is possible.
The games continue tomorrow with competition in volleyball and soccer, to name a few. Ellen Stalls, FBC Sports.
That's it from sports this evening. It's back to Jackie now with business.
Tickets are now on sale for the Mirchi FM Mika Singh Live in Fiji tour. Tickets in Suva are starting from $20 and from $10 in Nandi.
To get in early to avoid disappointment, because there is a huge, tremendous amount of interest shown by the public for the show, and to meet Mika Singh and to go to his show, because he is the topmost, biggest Bollywood singer at present.
The Suva show is on October 18th at Vodafone Arena, and the Nandi one is at Prince Charles Park a day later. Conditions were sunny and warm across most parts of the country today. Temperatures were mild in Suva, recording 29 degrees, whereas Lambasa was the warmest centre at 34. For tomorrow, expect sunny spells to continue with possible chances of showers by noon. And looking ahead to Friday, brief showers is predicted to be the weather trend in the east, which is expected to clear by midday. Elsewhere remains dry. At sea, southeast to northwest winds, 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. And recapping the main stories for tonight, Prime Minister wants answers on escalating crime rate. Opposition MP Isoti Koda faces possible suspension from Parliament, and salvage attempts for naval vessel RFNS Kiro may be abandoned. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. On to this week's question, we are asking, should Fiji Soccer hire another overseas coach? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. Good night.
Yandra! I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Rakiriki Village. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Valeu. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Tilipa from Tavo Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.